What's going on, family? This is Chris Miles from the Chris Miles Show. Be sure to find the Chris Miles Show wherever you receive your podcast. And also, find us on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and follow. I'm saddened by the news of the passing of Kevin Samuels. Now, I didn't get an opportunity to watch a lot of his content. Periodically, I would when I could. But a lot of my friends that I deal with in my circle kept me abreast on a lot of Kevin Samuels' content. That being said, I'm saddened by the passing of this young man. Okay. In actuality, from what it looks like, we are around the same age. Okay. I'm more troubled by some of the vitriol and nastiness and bitterness that I'm seeing coming from black women pertaining to this brother. And I'm going to go into a couple of things of how I feel about this entire situation. Okay. This young lady by the name of Linda Janice said, and I'm quoting, "Still waiting for confirmation on this one." Now, this was 12 hours ago. But she said, still waiting on confirmation on this one, but it is believed that Kevin Samuels is deceased. A lady whom I love just got done doing a video about him and his antics. She literally rebuked the spirit that was degrading black women, and she warned him he was in danger. This was just last week. We shall see if it's true or not. Waiting for TMZ to report, unquote. Now, whomever this woman is that Linda Janice is talking about, and she's not the only female out there, so I'm not singling her out. But this is the problem I have with the shit that I'm reading coming from black women. This system that we are in, modern day Babylon, okay, that's what we're going to call it, modern day Egypt. This system is set up to be a conduit for failure for black women, because the system itself removed black men out of the household to be fathers to their seeds, meaning their children. Okay, so what Kevin Samuels was talking about in a lot of his content was the accountability and responsibility of a black woman holding herself accountable when it pertained to her decision or decisions dealing with men out here. On average, the average black female today have more than one child. And in a lot of cases, they're multiple fathers. So why would you get mad with a man for telling you that you've made bad decisions, and no man wants to deal with you and your children that you've had by multiple men? So how's that speaking badly about black women? Where's the accountability for black women? I'm putting this out here because I'm looking for answers to the content of what I'm asking this morning. So people out here, black women are celebrating the death of this black man because he asks hardline questions pertaining to decisions black women have made out here by having multiple kids and doing bad things, and they want to push this off on somebody or and as they say, I'm looking for a good man. But you've given all of the goods to another man or multiple men. Now, some man is supposed to come in because you're looking for a good man, and he's supposed to change the oil in the engine, change the transmission fluid, reupholstery the seats and all of this other stuff, change the rotor button and all of that. This is what you're looking for. And you've gone out here and you've given all of the goods to somebody else that apparently did not appreciate it, or whatever the situation was, it didn't work out. And black women, because this man spoke on these things, you're upset about it. Now tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm wrong, because I feel like what this man was bringing to the table was a legitimate conversation, topic, answers and questions, questions and answers that he was providing. And this, let me just say this. Let me say this, black women. This is why you all out here celebrating the passing of Kevin Samuel. We all have to leave here. It's just a matter of time before my time clock is punched. And some of you all out there that are celebrating this man's death, you got to transition out of here too. None of us are born in this world to stay. We're born in, we play a part, pro or con, and then we die. It's unfortunate how he left. But still his legacy will live on, because he left some tangible things out here for everybody to think about. But this is what I want to say to all of you out there who have an issue about what Kevin Samuel, his content, what he talked about. Black women, there is another thing out there on the internet. Okay? It is called ghetto gagglers. Hear me and hear me well. There is some white men out there out of New Jersey. Okay? It is called ghetto gagglers. And they bring black women on this program. Now, it's not dog world content that they are putting out, but it's content. And these men are doing everything disgusting and degrading to black women. And what's really sad about it is the content itself is racist. It's racist. And some of the things, and this is what we're going to expose this stuff on the Chris Miles show. As a matter of fact, we have something called the Chronicles of Chris Miles that is due to be launched the end of May, the end of this month, or by sometime in June of this year. But back to the content of the ghetto gagglers. In our content, let me just make sense of this thing in clarity. We're not doing anything degrading. We're asking the hard line questions to women, similar to what this guy here, Samuels, was doing, but it's in another direction. But back to what I was saying, this stuff with ghetto gagglers, black women, these white men bring black women on here, and they pull their penis out and they urinate on these black women. Not only are they urinating on them, they're urinating in their mouth and making them swallow their urine. And they are sodomizing black women to a level of I can't even fathom it. For me to see this has changed my entire perspective of black women. So for you, for whoever this woman is, was saying that she warned Kevin Samuels of the content, about his content. What about the content of these white men putting out degrading black women? Is that okay? You all are worried about the wrong shit out here in society, but you don't go to the facet of where the problem really is. So I don't want to get too far off course here. I'm 10 minutes and 37 seconds in, so I'm going to close this out. But I'm going to come back to the topic because it needs to be talked about. So Kevin Samuel, rest in peace, man. Anybody in their rightful mind would not celebrate this man's death, but respect what he's contributed to society. Because one thing you have to understand, I'm going to say this in closing. Anything out there that you seem or you deem to be sometimes degrading or evil content doesn't necessarily mean that it's that. It means that people put things out there for correction. Black women, you have to start being accountable. Same thing I'm talking about with this stuff you going on ghetto gagglers and doing all type of disgusting things. You forget, maybe as you get older, maybe your kids might see this content. Your mother, your father, your brother, your people in your circle. These women that are going out here doing all of these things, you are the mothers of our children. You are the sisters of the brothers. And you going out here doing things that's ungodly. And when somebody call you out on it, then it becomes a problem. Correction lies within. So Kevin Samuels, I didn't know you. I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of your content. Watch some of it. Rest in peace. And to all the sisters out there, correct what you're doing, man. That's all I'm saying. This guy was not a bad brother. He was holding you accountable, holding your feet to the fire. And for you all to celebrate and to say, oh, well, you had it coming. We're in some trying and difficult times, black women. And you all about to find out exactly what I'm talking about. This is just my take. I'm Chris Miles from The Chris Miles Show. Once again, be sure to find The Chris Miles Show wherever you receive your podcasts. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. That being said, the Moving Finger Writes has written, moves on. Good day.